This Excel tutorial is about pivot tables. This is pretty much important to know as this is the important or mandatory concept in Excel because most of the times the finance team or data analysis teams use to pivot the tables for their analysis and calculations. So this is my sample data with me, right? So I will be displaying how to create pivot tables and how we can display the data from it. So firstly, I have selected A1 cell and I am doing Control A to get it selected. My complete data is selected now. Go to Insert tab. Here we have multiple options, and under the tables option you will be able to find pivot tables. Under this table, just click under this option, click on from table range option, and here this pop-up will come up. Here this is the table range we have selected, right? You can select the range as per your requirement and analysis. Here we need to choose the worksheet we want, a new worksheet or the existing worksheet. So I have selected new worksheet, right? And whether we want to analyze multiple tables or a single table. So I am not touching it because this is a single table we are going to display pivot table. So I am clicking on OK here. See that I have new tab created beside the pivot table. Let me scroll it towards left to right. So this is my pivot table created with the fields, and here we have four fields here: filters, columns, rows and values. So I can drag my fields from here to here for my analysis, right? So for example, I want customer name here under rows. So this is my customer name. Before that, this is the pane where my all the fields which I will be dragging here will be displayed here, right? To build a report, choose fields from pivot tables field list. So this is the pivot table name they are displaying, pivot table 2, right? Under the pivot table analysis, here we can just rename a pivot table like Progademy Excel tutorial, right? So this will be the updated name and will be displayed here. Now I am gonna select the fields to display my pivot table. For example, let me scroll customer name in my rows. It will be displayed like this. Now segments again in rows. It will be displayed like this here, right? Or else what we can do, we can just try to put it here, right? Corporate office grand total. We have only two segments displayed. Let us check over here. So segments, as I told you about filters and sorting in my previous video, you can refer to that how I am sorting it. So I have three here: consumer, corporate and home office, right? So that's displayed here as a column labels in the segments, and this is grand total. So similar way, like country or range, I can add here in the rows. So here it is displayed, but we have the data here only for US, so this is not required. If you have added wrongly or some other fields by mistake, then what you can do, just right click over the field name here and you can remove field. It will get removed. Now you can add cities over here, maybe, right? So this kind of matrix way it will display the data to you, and you can just plus and minus the fields like this using these icons. over the left, under the values, for you what you can display some numeric data over here. For example, sales amount I can display here. By default it will display some of the sales amount. We can edit it, like just click over this field value settings. Here what kind of summarization you want, you can just select that, like average. It will display the average of it, but as of now let me just go with sum. So sum again, okay, it will display sum here, right? We can display one more field as quantity. It will display quantity and profit maybe. Like, let me just remove quantity first from here. This is just remove fields. So this is the way you can add fields or values to it. Now let me show one more thing to you. Under filters, you can add filters to this table for more analysis. Maybe we can add region here. This kind of filter will be added under this uh, drop down. You can add, you can filter the data, right? So this is the data for west or central. Then we can choose another one. It will get filtered out again. You can select all if you want to remove this filter, right? And if you want multiple selections, then this is the option for that, and you can add the selections here and click on OK. It will get filtered for multiple selections. True. So let me click on all here. Okay, and we can add multiple filters here. So let's say maybe order date we can add. So one more filter is here. So let us, like 2016, and multiple selection I can add. Click on OK. This is for one field. Then you can add for multiple values. Click on OK. It will display for multiple filters. So this is the way you can do. Second important concept here is about adding slicers. Like under the insert tab, we have the option of slicers under filters. So you can add slicer, and it will ask you what kind of slicer you want, what field you want as a slicer. Let me add it as region. One slicer will be displayed here. If you want multiple slicers, then you can add more slicers, like insert again slicer, and choose another one, uh, data model maybe, like slicer, browse for more. mm, Maybe what we can do, I can remove this in slicer, then we can add like customer name, segment, state, region. Okay, it will add multiple slicers to me, right? So this way we can add multiple slicers. Let me do one thing, like under the pivot table, what we can do, pivot chart. Let me, okay, like if I select this customer name, my data will be filtered for it. If I want to remove or clear the filter, this is the option, right? Again, for segments, only consumer will be displayed. You can select all.